Welcome, Hornets, and thank you for joining me today. Yesterday in class, we saw how we were able to take our a to the x equaling y. And we saw how we could change it into a y equals e to the x natural log of a. And from that, take our derivative using the chain rule. And we saw that we were using our rule for the e to the x, which is itself e to the x to the natural log of a, times the derivative of the inside piece, which is the x ln of a. And since it is a linear and the natural log of a is a constant, we know the derivative had to be the natural log of a. We then rewrote it as a to the x, so that a to the x times the natural log of a became the derivative of our a to the x. And so we saw the rule was that the derivative d dx of a to the x was really a to the x times the natural log of a. Well, today we're going to be taking a look at the derivative of log base a of x. And when we are doing log base a of x, we're going to do something very similar. After all, we can create it into a power. Now, the way I'm going to do this was I'm going to exponentiate, just to show you another way of looking at it. And we could have done that with our e to the x as well. So if I exponentiate, I make it a to the y equals a to the log base a of x. And yet we know that a to the y must then be x. If we then take the natural log of both sides and then move the power of y into the front, we can now take the derivative of each side. When we take the derivative of y natural log of a, that's d dx, and d dx for the natural log of x, we end up getting dy dx times the constant natural log of a is equal to 1 over x. And that allows me to now divide both sides by the natural log of a, so that my dy dx has to equal 1 over the let's just make sure we get this right, natural log of a times x. Now, when I'm looking at it, this is now my derivative of y, which is what we call the natural log of the log base a of x. So I can now make my claim that the derivative d dx for log base a of x has to be 1 over. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put this as the natural log of a times x. And here we have our rule. So please be aware, we are adding this rule into our lexicon, and please make sure you have it in your list. Next Friday, or on our next quizzle, after quizzle number 3, we have a quick quiz. And that quick quiz are the formulas on page 159. These are all in terms of x, with 1 or 2 of them in terms of u or v. Thank you very much, Hornets. I hope this has helped. Please make sure that you click like if you found this useful. Thank you very much, and please be well and take care.